Last time, we uncovered the digital clue that cracked open a murder. A Fitbit watch. A forged suicide. And a lie from someone trusted. But even as the case against Anthony Aiello built, investigators felt something wasn't adding up. There were still gaps. Moments unaccounted for. And what the cameras revealed next changed the investigation all over again. Police had already checked home security footage. But now, they expanded their reach house by house, block by block. They tracked Anthony's car on street cameras. From the moment he left his house, to the moment he pulled into Karen's driveway. But then, they noticed a delay. He should have arrived in 11 minutes. But it took him 27. So, where was he during those extra 16 minutes? Investigators retraced his route. And that's when they found it. A narrow alley behind an abandoned building near Karen's neighborhood. Surveillance showed Anthony's car parked there briefly. But why? Detectives searched the area. Behind the dumpster, inside a black plastic bag. A second set of clothes. Stained. Hidden. DNA confirmed it belonged to Anthony. And it wasn't just Karen's blood they found on it. There was another DNA profile. Female. Unknown. Not Karen. Not anyone in the family. Detectives scrambled to figure out who the mystery woman was. Meanwhile, Anthony's health began to deteriorate behind bars. Doctors warned he might not live long enough to stand trial. But just before his final hospital transfer, he muttered something strange to the officer watching his cell. They never looked in the freezer. The words made no sense. Until investigators returned to Karen's home and opened the basement deep freezer. What they found inside? Well, that's where this story turns darker than anyone expected. There, beneath bags of frozen vegetables, was a sealed, weatherproof box. Inside, old Polaroids, receipts, scraps of torn letters, and something else. A small flash drive. Unlabeled. Encrypted. When digital forensics cracked it open, they didn't find photos or documents. They found a video. In the footage, a woman, not Karen, sits at a kitchen table, talking, crying, begging. The timestamp? 1993. The location? Still unknown. Who was this woman? Why was she on Anthony Aiello's flash drive? And what was he hiding for over 20 years? Suddenly, Karen's case felt like just one thread in a far larger web. And police began to wonder. Was Anthony Aiello just a grieving stepfather who snapped once? Or had he been hiding a pattern? For decades? The answers were closer than anyone expected. Buried in data. Preserved in silence. And one name on that old flash drive would lead investigators straight to a second body. But that part of the story? We'll uncover in part 3. This is Digital Crime Files, where the past isn't buried. It's backed up. Subscribe to uncover the digital trails that bring killers to justice. Because in the data age, nothing stays buried forever.